your plane, land your plane, land your plane, land your plane.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for boarding with Land Your Plane podcast. I am your pilot instructor, Della Nucci. You are on flight 37. I am with my pilot attendants. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Mookie.
It's your boy Money Bags Extraordinaire. I put the money in the bag so extraordinaire, aka Gemini, aka Let's Get It.
Yes, sir. Respectfully, thank you for you. Y'all flying out with me today. We got the special guest. Welcome, Mookie, in the building.
Thank you for
Welcome,
having
welcome,
me.
welcome.
Thank you for
Welcome.
having me.
Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you flying out, popping out with us today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, given what they came for today is about accountability. Who is going to take it? Who's going to stand up for it? Who's going to say, I was wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, what comes to mind? Well, no, hold on. No. Yeah, we can go with that. What comes to mind when you hear accountability as it refers to a boyfriend or a girlfriend or husband and wife? Mookie, you could go.
When it comes to accountability, I think it just simply means saying sorry without putting the other person's name in it or using anybody or anything else as a scapegoat. There's no because. You don't use because. You don't point fingers. You own up to what you did without mentioning anybody else but yourself. So if you're dealing with someone in a relationship and that person is asking you to be accountable and they want you to show them that you are taking accountability, they want you to apologize without making excuses. So it's like, I did this, but not because this, and nah, I did that and I hurt you. Ownership, taking the hit, all the blows. So it kind of depends on what happened to really say who has to take accountability for a situation. But like I said, it depends on what we talking about when it comes to accountability. So if you're just asking about accountability, and yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
Respectfully. Jim, what comes to mind when you hear accountability?
Person like me, I'm an air sign, of course. So I pay attention. So if I read the room first, and if I pinpoint you, that means you got to take accountability because you did something to me. Own it. Apologize, talk, get it out the way. Because if not, it's just going to build to more. So you have to own it the first time instead of like getting built up. Accountability starts with you being grown.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's accountability is person getting caught and owning it. Stand strong. As they say, 10 toes down. Stand strong on your shit. I land with that.
Respectfully. What comes to mind when I hear accountability is A boyfriend volunteers his choice because they're like in a courting phase. They're trying to see if they align up with one of each other, or if they align with one of another. You feel me? And a husband, I would say, yeah, boyfriend volunteers his choice, and the husband is obligated by financial and safety reasons. So when I hear accountability, I hear that it is a selfless thing, and there's certain things that you feel me we agree to unknowingly. I'm trying to just edit out the bill. I'd say, "What's up?"
Man, yeah, I say you up there.
So it's unknowingly. Another thing I hear from the woman perspective is, yeah, I would say that men is focused on obligation as far as the financial and the safety of the household, of his family, and girlfriend to the wife. Girlfriend is focused on compatibility to see if this could be you feel me, my potential mate for my family, because she's focused in the back of her mind. She's focused on legacy and family and reputation. You feel me? Depending on who is the man that she picks for her. So when I hear that, that's what low key comes to mind. Dirty was cracking.
Bro,
Cuz,
bro.
can you hear me?
Oh, what up? What up? That's Reese.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was goody.
What's happening? What's happening?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Uh, was goody? Everything hoodie?
Yes, absolutely.
We
How
was
we doing?
talking
How we doing
about
tonight? How we doing?
we was talking about accountability. What comes to mind when you hear accountability in regards to boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife?
I would say with accountability, nobody wants to take it. It's always the finger pointing. I did this because you did that, or you did this. That's why I acted the way I did. So I think that a lot of times in a relationship, nobody wants to take the accountability. Um, I would say, just from a personal perspective, that I struggle with taking accountability myself for certain things. And I feel like I always try and find what you did that make me do something that I did or how I acted. So I really think that accountability is just, sometimes realizing that everybody makes mistakes, not just one person.
Respectfully, yeah, you ain't the only one. Shout out to Leo in the building. Um, Another thing I wanted to ask was burden. Everybody familiar with what burden is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are some burdens? Forgot how I wanted to phrase the question, but is like what burdens is yours walking into a relationship? Which ones do you automatically own up to?
As far as what?
I don't.
Like,
Yeah.
All right, a man's emotion, he has the a burden of the finances. He has to make sure that he can provide. No, he has the burden of producing, providing, and protecting, and repeat. That's his burden. That's an unknowing burden walking into a relationship that you know you have to do for your significant other. So that's one thing that do do you, and I ask the ladies, do you think that's rightfully so? Am I bugging? Like that is something that, all right, that's his burden that he walks in the relationship with. I'm asking, what are the to the males? What are the burdens we walk into? What is ones that This is mine, so you don't have to worry about it. And the ladies, I asked, what is your burden? So I don't have to worry about it. And the example I gave was, like I said, the financial burden.
Who's going first? The women.
Yeah, ladies can go first.
Okay, so I feel like when it comes to I'm not sure of the question, but I'm going to try to piggyback off the examples that you gave. So I'm going to say when it comes to in a relationship burden, we use that word, but yeah, it's just something that you willingly take on that's hard. You know, burdens don't always have to be a bad thing. It's just something that's hard to take on. But when it comes to burdens, it's really customary. Like you have to, when it comes to relationships, you just have to find that person that's gonna get you to 100. So like if a person is financially stable already, she may not be looking for a man that's going to be a provider. So the burden really depends on the person that you're with. Every man can't say that he gonna carry the same burden as another man, because every woman in a situation is not the same. They don't have the same needs. So if she
Respectfully,
looking for a
a man is
protector,
going to carry that. He has to be the provider and protector in every relationship. If he's not a provider and protector, and most sometimes he's not seen as a man. And I'm not saying a burden is a good or a bad thing. I'm trying to get as like example. I'm what to be a provider or a protector is not a good or a bad thing, but that can determine if I have a relationship with somebody or not.
yeah,
So I
but it
say that
it
me walking into the relationship with the financial burden, that relieves it off you. If I agree to that, that's my position. There's nothing that then you don't have to worry about it.
yeah, but
Now all
you're
relationships are not like that. You feel
yeah,
me?
everybody is not like that. If
Yeah,
you're a man and you're going into that mindset, you every woman is not looking for that,
respectfully.
respectfully. You have to get to know a person individually. You can't read in Google to how to treat your individual lady. You have to converse with her or him to find out what they need, and then you have to decide yourself if that's a burden that you're willing to take on. Like, example, if you hollering at a lady and she got 2 kids, if you're not willing to take on that burden as playing stepdaddy, you got to move around and let somebody else do it.
Respectfully. So there's
Don't even.
unknowingly that's what I'm trying to get at. Which burdens are yours walking into a relationship? Which
It
ones do you own
depends
up
on
to?
what he need. I can't
No,
take.
So
no, and see, this is the thing. We're going around. Which one do you own up to? I own up to the financial burden as provider and protector. I accepted that. And I haven't even met my mate yet.
so
So
I
this is
agree with you. I think that what she's
you feel me?
misunderstanding
So
is like he's saying, what are you walking into that relationship with? So you might not know up front what that person may need, but hopefully you got to know that person before you decided to get into a relationship. But I would say that one of the biggest things that women walk into a relationship with is past trauma. That's one of the biggest burdens because they always sit there and say, oh, this person did this to me and I'm carrying that with me into a new relationship. So I would say that for a woman, from my point, past trauma is something that we carry as a burden into a new relationship, whether we intentionally try and carry it or we just unintentionally carry it into that relationship. And
See,
I agree with
I'm
Mega.
sorry.
Men, they want to hold up that title of a provider and a protector. So they're already walking into a relationship with the mindset that I have to protect and provide for this person,
Mhm.
whether that woman's financially stable or not. They want to still hold that male like dominance of that. This is what I should be doing as a protector and a provider. So I do agree with that's what one of the burdens they would walk into a relationship with.
Mhm.
See. And my thing is that I was listening, and as y'all talking, you're using it two different ways. Heavyweight to like say a male can't perform. That's his burden. but he got the woman, so he can't perform right. Damn, like damn. That's his burden. But
It's individual.
you feel me? So now we're going into, like I said, this is a tricky word because 9 times out of 10, when men go into the relationship, they already see. And I'm saying that this is just proven. Most single females, right? Some of them, they don't got their kids properly structured, right? So he loves you. He see a relationship. That's his burden. He knows that the father's not around. He knows that you can't. He see the past relationship. Like, okay, so now I'm walking into this woman, right, that I love, and she got 2 kids. One's bad as hell, and the other one's cool as Karma Collect, right? He now has to take on that. You feel me? I'm not saying that's a burden to the child, but that's a burden to him. He ain't got no kids. He love you. That's a burden. And bringing it, like I said, like the love that he said, bringing the relationship forward, your past one, your attitude about your relationship because you had 2 or 3 fucked up ones. Now here comes a blessing. He sees the attitude. He sees everything. Like we ain't trying to fix you. We just loved you type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like we could build something. He don't give a fuck about the kids. He gonna do what he gotta do type shit. Like that's it. That's just it. Do we call that a burden or not? You feel me? So it's the word is playful. You can play on that like a motherfucker, but it's a heavy dose of something you got to deal with on either party. You feel me? I land with that though.
No, respectfully, that's where I'm trying to get at. I'm trying to. I own that. Walking in the door. Before I even walk in the door, I already took that accountability that I have to provide and protect. That is the stress that I have to walk with in walking into the relationship, and I don't want you to worry about that. So I would say and you could disagree, is emotional, not emotion, yeah, emotional labor, as far as you would be in control of the communication, the domestic, and what was it? The domestic and empathy and communication. I would say you would be responsible for the empathy, the communication, and the domestic part of the thing that make the home, as far as like the schedules and creating stuff like that. And you, like I said, you could disagree. Do you agree that that would be your burden walking into the relationship?
Then again, like I said, I stand on what I understood the first question, and I'm understanding this one. Um, it's not a burden. Certain things, like he said, Gemini said, when you play on the word, um, it's not a burden to me. I'm naturally those things, so that's not something that I would consider to be a burden to me walking into a relationship. Would I think that my significant other expect that from me? Of course, I would think that, but it's not a burden. If I'm with you, I want to do that. That's not something that's a burden to me. But there may be something in our relationship that, depending on who I am, might be a burden to me. That might be something hard I got to deal with, like different baby mothers or men losing jobs, or a burden is something that no matter what, you're going to deal with. So, yeah, do I think that he may depend on me for that? Absolutely. But is it a burden on me? Definitely not.
That's
Because who I,
that's what I'm trying to say. Does he have to depend? Because you don't have to depend on me for providing and protecting. I've already took that accountability. I've already
Yeah,
took that
yeah,
thing.
I
That's
understand
mine.
that part, but you have to understand now. You go into that with that mindset. But what happens if now you come into a situation where life carries on and you have to switch roles? Let's say your woman, now you have to do something else. So
Oh
now you
no,
can't,
and that yeah, sorry.
depending on the situation, provided and protected. Yeah, I know that's what you going into it, but depending on your situation with who you with, you might got to do a little something different than what you thought was scripted on what your role was for that person.
Respected.
But naturally,
Hmm.
we already go into it,
But
provide and
remember what
protect.
she said. It's emotional baggage. So when you're dealing with somebody who coming in with emotional baggage, a lot of these women, they don't even allow men to do all of that. They don't
And
allow
that
men
and
men to
that's
do
the
all of
separation
that.
of the question right there. That's the how it defines it. What'd you say?
Oh
Yep.
no, I'm done.
Oh,
What was the last part? What you said?
I was saying that women don't even allow men, like it depends on the woman, because women don't even really allow men nowadays to provide and protect because they already been through things, so they already doing that on their own. So you know
no,
what I mean.
respectfully. And
So it's
that,
not even really, it depends on, it's tricky.
So
no, it's
that's the
not tricky. That's
scenario.
why I want you to answer
Look,
the question.
no,
You
look,
talking about
look,
you're talking about scenarios on top of scenarios, and I understand that
right.
because times have changed. There is households where both you feel me, incomes are making the household. He's not just a provider protector. His women, there are women that are, you feel me, providing. The man is still the protector, but she's doing most of the providing. So I hear that point where things may have to change. Where you feel me?
And I get the whole gist of it, women power, right? But see, here's the conflict. Y'all,
Mm.
now that y'all got it, y'all doing now that y'all got the power, y'all don't know how to use it. Now you want to be the 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 main person, which now you cry about when you get these men and you're the provider. You gotta go with your money is. And if you there with the money, be there, go get that type of nigga. You can't get him because his money's always gonna be more than you, right? So now you're dealing with your level of where your money gives you. So now the sassiness, the attitude, and you forgot the main source, provide and protect for you. That's
But
all we. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's all we want.
yeah,
That's
but
that. Hold on.
mm,
That's what we're here for. Provide and protect. Now y'all getting the money, so it's different, right? It's different. Now you want to be the provider with with the protector. So you take something from us. So now our baggage that's our coming into it, that's our baggage. Like, okay, you feel me? Like she making more than me, and I'm still want to be like the game is rigged. That's how y'all can have conversations like this. The game is rigged. Every woman that sits with a woman always wants a provider and protector. It's
mm,
not about the money.
mm. So
So
when
it's the baggage is that it's rigged anyway. So when we come into a relationship and a woman's making a little bit more money than us, we feel we lose a part. We want to work together with you. You feel me? We come with that. But the fact of the matter is that now you get making a little bit more money than me, you taking away something from the man, the provider and protect.
Let's
So
not
now
let's
he's
not let's not lose the so the question. The question is
it
what
goes to
are
baggage.
things
It goes to baggage.
understood. But all right, so you would say we walk into relationships with baggage or trauma. What I'm saying is, all right, so I listed the financial one. So all right, so you listed baggage. I'm still asking the ladies, what is something that you walk into the relationship owning already?
Being the woman of the household, like holding it down with the cleaning, the cooking, taking care of the kids. That's the burdens that a woman will walk into a relationship with. And it would play again. I think that it's getting confusion with burdens can develop anytime throughout a relationship. But I think if I'm not mistaken, the question was, what are you walking into that relationship? What burden do you feel like you're carrying into that relationship?
Not
And
caring, owning.
owning into that relationship. So for a woman, when you're walking into a relationship, I do think that the burden that you are facing off jump is that women cook, women clean, they do the laundry, they take care of the kids. Those are the burdens, you know. And then the man's walking
Domestic.
in as a protector and a provider. So I completely understand, like, those are what women walk in with. This is what a man walks in with. And I do agree with sis that at any time burdens can change throughout a relationship. And, you know, no one wants to take away a man's power of providing and protecting, but things happen in life, and life is life. So at sometimes, you know, a woman might have to step up and be that provider at that moment. That doesn't mean that they're taking it from the man.
Respectfully. No, yeah,
So
there could be things that, like I said, that lead up into where he can't provide.
yeah,
He
so
still
you
can
walk
protect. He
into a
can't provide.
relationship with certain burdens, but you may develop other burdens throughout a relationship.
I agree.
Agree.
All right, let's move past the burdens and let's get to the first scenario. The I told you what I needed argument. A wife says that she repeatedly told her husband she felt neglected. Years later, she files for divorce. The husband claims he was blindsided because she never said she was unhappy enough to leave. I'll start with the ladies first. Ladies' question is, if you stay for years while being unhappy, do you share accountability for not taking action sooner?
Absolutely. If you are in a relationship and you're not happy and you're staying, there's obviously something that's making you stay in that relationship. So if you walk out after 20 years, you have to take some accountability for your own unhappiness throughout that relationship because you chose to stay in that relationship. I mean, love can't define a whole relationship. There's got to be more than just, I love this person. There's got to be something else that's holding you into that relationship. So I feel like it wouldn't be fair to a man if you stayed for 20 years unhappy and then all of a sudden you just get up and leave. You still have to own some of that.
Respectful. I agree with that.
I agree. I just marriage is a little different. Um I think for better or for worse, I think unhappy, it depends on what unhappy means. And I think that when you started off, you said that she's been showing him signs already, right? That she's unhappy. He just hasn't been seeing it, right? She's been showing signs, he just didn't see it. So yeah, 20 years or whatever years for staying, everybody got to take accountability for not leaving at that moment or whenever. Yeah, no, gotta go. Marriages take a little bit of time to decide, but you know.
Respectfully. Any questions for them? Yeah.
Oh, this you right here, bro.
My question to y'all is, what's worse, not being heard or not being taken seriously?
Yeah.
You said not being heard or what?
Or not being taken seriously?
I would probably go with not being taken seriously because that is a form of not being heard. Because you can express yourself and tell somebody the same thing over and over and over and over again, and they might hear you and acknowledge what you're saying,
Mhm.
but they're just taking it as like a joke. So to me, it kind of plays hand in hand. Like, if you're not taking me seriously, it's because you're not really hearing what I'm actually saying. You're just listening to what I'm saying. And there's a difference between listening to somebody and actually hearing and understanding what they're saying.
I agree. I agree with that too. There's definitely a difference between hearing and listening.
I totally agree with her. Hearing and not taking seriously is kind of the same thing to me, because if you, like she said, listening and hearing is and just hearing, but if you heard me and then you didn't take me seriously, you just simply didn't care. So you know, it's you got to take me serious. If I'm saying it enough and I want your attention for you to hear me, it's time to take me serious. So
Respectful gentlemen, take them serious. You heard it. A male question is: at what point does a husband become accountable for not listening instead of claiming he didn't know? Jim,
What?
at what point does a husband become accountable for not listening instead of claiming he didn't know?
Day one, nigga. Day one. You better understand the motherfucking shit they say. Now we got a tendency to block, right? In so many ways, right? But you gotta listen to understand. If you pay attention, you get it faster. Get the shit out the fucking way. So there's no excuse or accountability for that type shit.
where's
Because
your bullhorn? Tell them all.
nah, you know what? I changed my mind. I ain't fucking with this question, cuz they gonna get on me. They gonna get on me. I'm sorry, man, but I sound stupid, cuz. I sound stupid. I'm not fucking with that, man.
Yeah, just like the
I
Gemini.
you
Don't be trying to be politically correct.
yeah, right. So I land my plane, cuz, because I'm not gonna get clowned on at all. Not tonight. That's a set up question. Nigga, I tried for the fellas. I tried, man. I ain't doing that shit. I ain't playing with that fire.
No, I wouldn't say that it wasn't I didn't know. It's a I didn't respond. And the reason why you didn't
Mm-mm.
respond, like you said, sometimes man, we ignore that shit.
I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing.
And we ain't
I
really
ain't
trying to hear that. Or it could be that we got so much going on, really, that you're just not really paying attention to it. It could be one of the two. I would say from experience, it would probably be just not wanting to respond, probably totally ignoring the fact that this is a real thing. If she's repeatedly showing patterns, patterns don't exist for a week. You feel me? You don't just do something and I notice it. Oh, you've been doing it for a week. Over because we've been together over years. Now I can see something that I could spot something that you've been doing in a week. But first getting together and doing what we've been doing, like I said, there's the things becomes patterns. So you could pay attention to that, and that would be this is the first time or the second time it happened was the time to respond, question it, talk about it, and see what's going on. If you didn't, then obviously, you feel me? What has continued? You let the shit go on. You wasn't accountable. You should have responded the first time or the second time you seen it, or something that you didn't agree with you. So y'all can get that communication going. You dig? Ladies, any questions for us? Are we bullshitting or are we?
see, I didn't say
No,
nothing.
I
I
think
didn't
you're
say
telling
nothing.
somewhat of the truth. I just think that as a man, men don't ever want to take accountability because it's going to make them seem like less of a man, because they want that power of I'm the leader, I'm in control type of situation. And I feel like, yes, you could be a leader, but that doesn't mean that you can't hear what your partner is expressing to you.
Mhm.
The object of being a leader is to listen what the people want. So to be a leader and you call yourself the provider and protector, you feel me? So you have to have communication, the listening part. Because all they do is just want to be heard, want you to have some type of compassion coming home from work. Jill did this and Scott did that and this was it and that. And even though we get this secretly, ladies, we listen and we don't judge.
Yeah, but
You just don't care. You don't give a fuck. Let's be
right,
honest.
Listen,
exactly.
don't judge.
The reason,
That's
the
a secret. I'm not
reason,
gonna give no more man. I'm not gonna give no more man secrets. But that's one of them.
no,
Listen
the
and
reason
don't
why I
judge.
said put a bullhorn is because a lot of these men now today they get caught up with what they idea of what a man is supposed to look like, what a provider and a protector is supposed to look like, instead of understanding that it's really something deeper than that. It depends on what she needs you to, or y'all need to provide. However y'all get to the 100, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, 90-10 or whatever it is, or whatever she may need to feel protected. You know what I mean? So now a lot of men, now you got to say that out loud. Not a men not really understanding that, a lot, you know, that it's okay to listen to your girl or your wife tell you about what happened at work and what happened with homegirl. You got to listen to that. We know you don't give a fuck, but you got to act like you listen, just like I'm saying, go Knicks. I don't really like, come on. We gonna be that cheerleader. We want y'all to be that friend too, to hear the tea too. We need that. So
Just as much, and I agree with that. Just as much as we need y'all to be our partner, y'all definitely need the same respect. I mean, what's the point of the relationship when we do that to each other? Type shit.
Now, I asked that question in the beginning because I tried to invite the audience and y'all a little bit to into your own headspace to, and I had to pry it out you a little bit. Like I had to, you know, re-question it so you could understand that it was a little hard for y'all to take accountability of saying that, yeah, my thing walking into a relationship, I gotta cook, clean, make sure the crib is good. If he come home stressed out and don't want to talk about, maybe I'm not feeling adequate of anchoring and holding and being the rock for my family, but you could see it in his stature, his structure. You even have the communication. You could just see it, like, yeah, he's not feeling himself today.
no,
The
yeah, but
energy,
it's
the
not
energy.
necessarily accountability for that. It is, every structure doesn't mean that it's a negative household. Like for instance, my husband and I, we both make great money, but our
Respect.
schedules that it align with our 4 children, with, you know, we have to both play that role to make it work. We got to switch it up. It ain't got nothing to do with who make more money. We both at the bag. It don't have nothing to do with none of that. But our schedules are aligned for, we both got to do that to make it work. So it don't necessarily mean that it's accountability. It's just that, yeah, we might want to do that, but now the way the schedule is, we both might gotta wash the dishes. We might have to protect and provide that day because we both not gonna be around that day.
Mhm.
That's how it go with us.
That's
No, I agree with
understandable.
that.
That's
I was
that's
saying what I
understandable.
said to veggie back off of Reese, because she said sometimes men don't want to come home and talk about that. It's not that we
Mhm.
want to come home and talk about that. If you understand what I said in the beginning, that I'm always thinking or always on my mind how to try to be the rock and the anchor for my family,
Mhm.
whether I can or not, or whether I'm adequate or inadequate of that. That's in the back of my mind. That's always on my mind.
Mhm.
So yeah, I may not want to come home every day and explain what's always on my mind. If I already took that initiative, if that, like I said, and all burdens are not good or bad. In the connotation of how it's been used, it may sound or be taken in a negative way. But however, it's not negative to provide and protect for somebody. So why are we taking that, negative? I may not want to come home every day and talk about that, but know that that's on my mind. That's why I was trying to do. Invite people into the headspace of knowing this is what's on people's minds at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And you said I don't want to talk all the time. No, it's not that I want to talk all the time because I have this on my mind. You feel me? So that's why I was trying to.
Some things men do is shield you from the hard shit we got to deal with, and giving you that, which is cool if you that type of guy. But most men, we need to hold that shit to ourselves to fix it. Because if we
She said, but why?
See what I'm saying? It's not a but why. It's just nature. It's just the nature. We must hear you. Go ahead.
I think that it plays into that. A lot of men think that emotions is a sign of weakness.
No,
so
we tell you. We tell you right now. We're telling you, and then you not listening, and then you say you think. No, we're telling you. We don't want to talk about it right now. Let me figure this out because I mean we're already focused on how to fix it. We're not calling you a distraction, right? But we're calling you just let me take care of it. I got it.
So let me ask you a question.
You just want to know the woman.
If you're protecting is fine and you're financially fine, so you can protect and be a provider, then why wouldn't you want to talk about it if all of those things are good?
There's a slip up in there. We thought we could take care of it, but life is life, right? So damn.
No. But what I'm asking, as from a man's perspective, if your financial situation and you're providing to 100%, you still got money, you guys are chilling, that's all good. And you're still protecting that person because you are providing and you're protecting your family, because a man's job is protecting never stops, regardless of the financial aspect of it. You're always going to protect regardless of that financial piece. But now if you add that financial piece in there, that you're providing 100% and you still chilling with money, then what would be why you're not communicating at that point? Even if you're still thinking about it, you're good financially.
Okay.
So why now would you not want to talk about it?
I gave you one. I can't give you all of them. I gave you one.
Oh man.
I gave you one. I can't get no, you're not gonna get me. I gave you one. You almost I almost answered that shit.
And just like we because in result a little slip up though, even though y'all don't tell us, we still gotta deal with it. We gotta deal blindsided. Though y'all not telling us.
Not if it gets fixed before. If we fuck up, right, and I need to fix it quick, we're not gonna let you know, cause we fucked up, and all you're gonna do is either you're gonna be harsh or not, regardless.
No, but you're dealing with still emotional baggage as a man. You're dealing with emotional baggage, or everything needs to have your woman is your comfort. You're still dealing with emotional baggage.
Right. Look, and that's why I said at the beginning, what is something that what are burdens that you walk into the relationship? If I come home, I'm 100% the provider, 100% the protector. Everything is 100% good. Reese just asked me why I'm not talking about it, because you're the one that's in charge of communication. You're the one in charge of that
no
department.
Matter what we do, he's not saying nothing.
What is there to say? I'm 100% providing and protecting. What else do I got to say? I didn't have to say. Like you said, it's not a conversation about. We're not having these conversations about putting all of these burdens on the table. Our first date. No, we're trying to see compatibility, what we like, where we align up, your moral beliefs, my moral beliefs. We're not talking about all of this, but this is in the back of our minds before we move forward to the future, correct?
Correct.
All right, so boyfriend and girlfriend are foundations for it to be a husband and wife. So there are already untalked about conversations already going on. However, we're trying to align up in the middle. So yeah, if I'm 100% everything is already all right, that's why I said, which one do you own up to? Which one do you walk into the thing? If I'm walking around constantly on mental alertness of how to provide and protect and be the anchor and the rock for my family, that's me. That's, you feel me? I'm in charge of that. I can't invite you into that headspace to be walking around nervous, anxious, and to take these feelings from me. That's my thing. I got to do that.
I've seen women ask to go in and stress that man the fuck out more. I honestly
Now,
seen that.
what
You
you
feel what I'm saying?
supposed to
I
do?
honestly seen that. Huh?
I agree,
No,
but I've also seen it in the reverse aspect of
No,
that.
no, no, no. Listen to what I'm saying. I've seen y'all ask to tap in to what we don't want you to know. Let us handle it.
All right.
Hold on now,
Okay, sorry,
hold
King.
on
I
now.
apologize.
And I'm not saying that y'all got the solution. I'm saying that you panic fast. What? Oh my gosh. And that's more stress on us. If we missed the bill and now we got that fucking shit right there that's coming to us, and I get it, and you read it first, and the mortgage wasn't paid. Why was the mortgage wasn't paid? What the fuck is going on? Even though we should have told you what was you gonna do about it when it's a man that wants to protect and provide. You really can't do nothing there. We fucked up as a man. So if we give you a little incentive of what is going on, your panic will put more pressure on us. Kids, oh my gosh, I'm gonna, you ladies know how y'all do. Well, you want me to take the kids to the mother's house? You want me to take kids to your father's house? You're already in a rush to do things instead of just trying to listen to us. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem that we don't want. So we're good on some things we need not let you in on. That's what I'm saying.
That's not true either, because you have women that if that man lets you in and says, okay, the mortgage is not paid, I thought I could handle it this way, but I still can't. There's women that can walk in and say, you know what, I got that bill.
That's a fact. I said most women.
But if you're not letting me in to help you, I can't help you.
And you won't be able to
if the
help him with
man,
that, because how a man feels at that time in a joint is feeling like not able to provide, not able to do, you feel me, anything, not able to be a man.
But my
But
question
you
is,
gotta buckle up and put your pants on if that's the situation.
See, and
Because
look,
at the end
we
of
gotta
the
buckle
day,
up and put our pants on. You gotta be a big boy and shit.
no, I'm just saying, because at the end of the day,
Don't
I
be
would
no
rather
bitch ass nigga. And this is the
I
reason
would
why we
rather
don't want to have that
women.
conversation.
Don't be
No.
look. Don't you're right.
No.
Don't be no bitch ass
You're
nigga.
right.
Come to me and get the money.
Listen, not about being a bitch ass, but what I'm saying is that if you don't
Go
let
ahead,
me,
say it,
I'm not
Italian.
gonna say it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if you don't let me take that on, would you rather the eviction notice on the door, or would you rather say, hey,
yeah, they
listen,
will.
I fucked up.
No, that's respectfully.
I need help.
That's you neutralizing my ego and letting me know that, babe, it's okay, it's good. We got this. We got this.
Yes.
It ain't
Yes.
about
Let me ask you something.
a you thing or anything, babe. We got this. We good.
But if you
That's,
don't
you
let
feel
me,
me?
if
A
you're not
man would
letting
take
me
that.
in to do that,
He'll feel good with that. A person that is I could say, I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck I'm call it. A bitch ass nigga ain't gonna take that so motherfucking lightly.
Majority of men want that.
Right.
Majority of men want that. I'm talking about they want it, really. But it's just us being less if we can't do it. Because
then you have to own your own shit at that point.
But
no,
Gemini.
I get it.
Gemini, this is what I'm asking. You guys are saying that as men, you provide and protect. And we already said that y'all already deemed that we are the ones that are supposed to handle the emotional aspect of it. So why are you
Did I say
opening
that?
up? No, I mean the household. Because what you're not understanding is when a man is controlled, he's the head of the household. When y'all stress the fuck out, the whole crib is we still gotta handle that shit. It's other stuff going on too that we still gotta handle because y'all going through shit.
A happy life is a happy wife.
Right.
So we're not gonna switch it. We're not gonna switch it around.
No, I'm not
We're not gonna
switching
do that.
around. I'm saying that you gotta let us in so that way we are able to help y'all keep y'all cape on.
I
We not
respect it.
trying to take away from you being who you are. We just
Facts.
I
trying to
respect it.
help you. We trying to be the background of
That's why
you.
we're together,
But
right?
we
Look, that's why we're
can't do
together.
it. We can't do it successfully, whether it be maybe we got to put some money to it or whatever it is, because you as a man, when you at your fullest and you got your head up high, when shit is good, we need you like that. So
Facts.
we want to help do the things that we need to do to keep you like that. You got to let us in. We're not trying to take away and make you feel less than, because if that's your woman, she already know that you the head. She already signed up to just be your, to help you, be your helpmate. She not trying to supersede you. She not trying to do all that. But in order for her to help you be who she needs you to be, who the household needs you to be, that stand up man that the kids need to see you be, you got to let her in to help you.
Respectful. I
I
totally agree
totally
with
agree
that.
with that.
In
I
order
totally
for
agree
y'all
with
to be
that.
a good, perfect union, yeah, I agree. I totally agree with that.
I
However, like
do.
you
I
said,
do.
when we talk about the scenarios and things, it usually don't work out like that. So that's what
It don't.
we're most of the time
It
explaining.
don't.
No, you're
So we
right.
can
There is a
talk.
lot of
We can talk
relationships
all
where a
day.
woman. No, I completely agree with that aspect, because there is a lot of relationships where a woman's gonna say I, me. Where
Mhm.
in certain relationships, if you do let us in and say, yo, listen, I
Mm-hmm.
went gambling and I fucked this bag up and I can't pay the rent now, and I thought I was
Mm-hmm.
able to make this move,
Mm-hmm.
then that woman who's really a truly woman and partner is gonna step in and say, we got this. We
Mm-hmm.
got this. Like we got it together.
Mm-hmm.
But I
I
do
hear.
agree you're gonna have
And
situations.
I love it. I
and
And
look,
do.
I
I
do
love
I
it.
do agree that there are women out there that's going to turn around and say I instead of we. I get that part completely.
And we
respect,
live
but then flip it around. It don't even have to be gambling. It could be something terminal, something, you feel me? Somebody got something terminal to where now you have to do that. All of this provided and stuff that
Mm-hmm.
y'all had to do had to go into that. So now turn it around, and you feel me? You
Mm-hmm.
have to the things that you're gonna have to conversate more about, and like you said, be on this. And now it ain't more about roles. It's about we.
Yeah.
What are we going to do to make sure that this happens? The type shit. And
I,
that
I would
and at the end
definitely.
of the day, niggas is with that.
I definitely want a woman like that. I definitely do. We look for women like that. But all in all, if we create, right? Like we create, and so we it goes back to provide and protect. It's just something about us that we have to handle. We don't want the. I'm not calling, once again. We're not calling it distraction. We just want to get it fixed before it gets bad. Now, if it gets a little way out there, and I know you're gonna help me, then we be like, "Yo, I missed the payment. I try to fix it. You feel me? Your comeback was why you ain't say it earlier. We could have been got this shit done because we need to handle it first. If it doesn't get handled, we know we got a backbone. Now we come to you without the I took care of that. See, when that's the tricky part. When that shit usually happens is is I did this and I did that and I did this. But the way y'all do it, you know what I mean? You got more girlfriends than boyfriends, right? So y'all girlfriends compete with each other. And so that's the problem. Girl, you helped your man with a bill, not me. I ain't helped my man with a bill. Y'all do that shit. So we already know that. We don't want you in that type of conversation. We want you proud and go out with your girlfriends and be the one that talk about, yeah, my man does what he's supposed to do. Imagine being in a girlfriend's circle and you saying you paying the bill. You paid the bill because he missed the bill. Y'all all gonna be like, my man pays bills, my man pays bills, and we don't want you in that comfort zone. Feel me? It's uncomfortable for you when you get there. So that's why we hardly not say anything.
I'm
If that
sorry.
makes sense to y'all.
I'm 42 years old and my bills are not my friend's business.
Facts.
what was going on with my household and what me and my husband got going on, whether we up, down, whatever we got going on, is not their
Respectful.
business. And any friend that I may have, because I'm an only child, so my sisters are the ones I chose. If I have a conversation with them when it come to bread, it still had, if I have to, or whatever I may need to do to get us to where we need to be, we ain't talking about my husband's situation. So again, yeah, and people have to start vetting who they with before they start getting into their situations. Because I'm not doing that. That would never be a discussion in my household. That's not nobody's business.
Facts.
Does it happen? Does it
I don't know.
happen?
Listen,
Oh,
I don't know
absolutely. I'm
about
sure
that.
it does.
That's all I want to
Sure it
know.
does.
It
Yeah,
happened.
I don't know. Like I said, yeah, I can only speak from me. I can't really talk about, like, I'm sure it happens. Because if you're speaking that, I'm not discrediting what you
Be,
saying or thinking you lying. I'm saying, King, King, you have standards too. You have to start now trying to find a woman that's of your caliber. That's okay too. I got a son. One. You have to start now trying to find, if that should never be an issue. The lady that you calling your, that should never be something that you would ever have to worry about your finances being talked about at the tea party.
Facts.
Nah, fix your
Well,
crown. Nah.
wonderful. Respectful. Before we
respectfully.
move on to the next scenario, I got a question for the people at home. Y'all can chime in, like, subscribe, share. Don't forget. Can someone ignore warning signs and still claim a surprise? That's for you at the home.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's do it. Let's move into the second scenario. The provider versus the partner. A husband works 60 hours a week to provide financially. His wife says she feels emotionally abandoned. He says he's sacrificing for the family. We're going to start with the fellas. Does paying the bills excuse emotional absence?
No, because you can do that shit by yourself. You add a partner to it. So obviously you want something, right? So she needs, she definitely needs that. You're the one took on 40 hours and to provide and protect, right? You're the one that creating this. So you have to be on like the listening part. You have to be 100% on board. You don't want to hear it, still be there. You want to hear it, be there. You feel me? Like you created this shit. So definitely, definitely be what that woman wants you to be. You feel me? If that makes sense.
No, I get it. I agree. I would say it doesn't excuse it because money can't buy
Mm.
happiness. We all know that. It could temporarily make it a little bit better, but it can't buy true happiness. Happiness is within. It's something that you have to go. You have to find within yourself. The majority, you got to just be happy with yourself. A lot of people are not happy with themselves. Um,
Wait,
every
read that one more time.
does paying the bills excuse
Okay, I
emotional?
thought so. All right, I thought so. All right, I land.
All humans thrive for connection. Doesn't have to be sexual. Doesn't have to be, all of the perverted ways or whatever. However, all humans thrive on connection. So if the bill, if he's not coming home feeling emotionally thing, it could be connected. You feel me? Not want to feel adequate, not want to feel sexually adequate. Is the reason why I said the domestic things are that's your role, that's your job. It's not, yeah, I'm in, like, so I'm saying, I'm supposed to be in the mood, but there's 60 hours a week, things I'm doing, and you feel me, everything else on my mind and everything else. Yeah, you want all of this, and I got to come home and still, you feel me, I would, it would work better if I was, emotion, emotionally turned on versus coming home have to provide that too. So I would say that could be one reason why it could be absent. just all the things going on in life, and then in his mind, in his head, type shit. But yeah,
I work 40.
he
I work
definitely can't
40.
support intimacy though.
Uh,
What I
yeah, I
know,
want to come home to a massage.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I
Ladies,
want to come home to that.
any questions for us?
I'ma say, yo, I'ma say for a nigga, I'm just fucking. I don't care, but for my husband, no. Like, like for a man I'm with, I need him there. I don't care about all that. I need you there. I need you present.
Wait, what's
But
all that mean? Wait, hold on.
but if
Let's
you
take it
but
there.
if you somebody that I'm just depending on my situation, I'm saying what I'm saying is when I was a different age, a different time in my life, a man working 60 hours and I could see him once in a while, it really didn't bother me too much. You know what I mean? Because it was exciting because when we saw each other, every time we saw each other, it was a good time because we, didn't really see each other that much. But when I stepped into the role of adulthood and wanted a family and had a family and things like that, me spending more time, I rather him home. I can't even like being present. You know what I mean? Those little things. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Nigga, you wouldn't believe.
Huh?
No, my bad. Somebody that's all you good.
No, I agree with her 100%. Like when I was just doing me and we were just out having fun and, just chilling and not really in a relationship or you're not my husband or nothing like that. I could care less if you were still taking care of everything. I might not care as much that you're not emotionally there. But after being in a relationship for so long where you're my partner and you're my husband, yeah, I still want you to provide, but I also want you to be there emotionally because that's still part of the foundation of a relationship.
Yeah, I'm ass.
Yo, you got mute up, bro. You're not
I
talking.
apologize. I'm sorry.
My bad, Mookie. That's what cut your wisdom because they was
I'm
talking in the
I'm so
background.
sorry.
Oh, that was Clean Reese talking. That was Reese speaking.
Yeah, that's
No,
all
I
I was
know.
saying. It's like when you're in a relationship, it's different than if you're just talking to somebody and they're just paying your bills at the end of the day. Like when you're really committed, you still need that emotional part because that's part of your foundation of your relationship. So once you start losing that, A, you're either going to look for it somewhere else, or B, you're going to be so unhappy that it invites that negativity into your space.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Respectfully, like I said, and I think we all said that we need connection. So if we all know that, that's universal. That's not nothing black and white, Chinese, Muslim, Brazilian, Arab. That's universal. We all need connection, man and woman. So
It's connection, communication.
yeah,
For the ladies, what does connection mean? Does that mean communication?
No.
No.
no, it don't mean communication, but that could be a form of connection.
No.
Correct.
Connection is definitely knowing when we need to communicate. It's knowing when it's okay, like okay, routine. Let's say you my husband or whoever I'm with, and I know that every day you come home, you tired all the time. But you could look at me and know that tonight you can't just go to bed. I need you.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
like I know you fuck that sleep tonight. I need you to listen to
But
me and hold me. That's the
you just
connection.
did you just did 60 hours. Do 62.
Yeah, nigga. I'm sorry.
Do
You
62.
can't. I don't want to hear that. That's connection. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
Go
on
ahead, go
it.
ahead. Anybody else want to give their definition, and then I'm gonna read the real definition and see if you close. Oh, go ahead, Jen. What you think? What you think connection means?
Connection, me like my sister said, using facial expressions without even using words. Like, okay, all right, let's get it. You feel me? Like finishing each other's sentences. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
all right, so you're
that's
saying
connection.
chemistry. Okay.
Well, okay, that's a new word, but okay, then what is connection then? If
No,
it's
I'm
not
asking you.
communication,
You just tell me. Don't try to rephrase the question. You tell me what you think connection is. Mookie just gave her joint. Reese is gonna give me one, and then
well,
I'm gonna read it.
it's more or less of facial expressions without using words. I leave it like that. I land.
Got you. Reese, connection. What do you think connection is?
I think that connection could mean a few different things, but I think it's more of like a bond and a link between you and that person. So more of like a, I guess like more mentally for like a connection, because like I'm bonded to you, and when you're with somebody so long, or when you're getting to a point where that you know that person, your bond is already there, because I know maybe by a facial expression what you need. So we're bonded mentally, physically, emotionally. So it's like we're linked to each other.
I agree. All right. The definition here is a connection is a link, relationship, or an association between two or more things, people, or ideas. It can refer to a physical attachment, a bond in communication, or a transfer in travel.
Niggas say my
Oh yeah,
soul.
well,
Was I
pretty much.
close? Was
You
that
know,
was that
everybody
close?
hit on it.
How about that? I was close, right? Everybody,
Nah,
everybody touched on it.
everybody
Yeah,
hit on it.
everybody.
Everybody
Everybody touched on
Mhm.
it.
know what connection is. Where was we at? That was the male question. Female question is: can you criticize a man for being unavailable when when his workload is funding the lifestyle?
Oh, wait, say
That's
that one
the
more time.
female's question. This is to the females, to the ladies, to the ladies. Can you criticize a man for being unavailable when his workload is funding the lifestyle?
Or funding the lifestyle. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say you don't have to criticize anybody. I feel like that if you do have that connection, you should be able to express and talk and work that out without making like, because when I think of criticize, I'm thinking like I'm gonna make you feel smaller than you might already feel. So I feel like I wouldn't criticize that man if you're funding our lifestyle, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna speak upon that emotional detachment issue.
Gotcha. Mookie, can you
Reese, I
criticize
wanna
the man
I
for
wanna
being?
apologize for talking over you. I gotta start. This is my first day. I gotta start muting the button because I be talking while y'all talking. So I gotta start muting. I
No, that's all right.
apologize for
You
it.
know, when we get to talking,
Um,
we pretty much got the thing of be quiet.
I'm sorry, but I'm just what
You want to read the question again?
yes,
Can you criticize a man for being unavailable when his
right,
workload is funding the lifestyle?
right. So yes, I was saying what she was saying. Like criticizes, I don't like that word. Is bad, but I'm going to say that I could be upset though. Like it depends, cause it depends on what. Not criticize, but I feel like I could be upset because I
I'm
feel
about
like
to just say, y'all niggas just say he can't be no bitch ass nigga, so now nobody can't, you can't give no constructive criticism now.
No, you
yeah,
should have
like
did that.
fuck
Because
out
I
of
was
like
waiting. I
You
was
just
fucking
say he
waiting.
can't be no bitch ass nigga, but now you don't
yeah,
want to
like
give your
Yo,
constructive
yo.
criticism.
I'm gonna be
So,
like
so,
I'm gonna be tight. Like fuck
see,
you
it's
ain't spending no
crazy.
time with
It's
me.
fucking
Like what?
crazy.
I don't give a fuck about your job. Like, spend time with me. Like,
You,
I'm like, I
you,
don't know if that's criticism, but I'm probably gonna say that. Like, I don't
And
care
you
about
and
that.
you just said I don't care if you did 60 hours. I need 2 more.
Yeah,
Right? You
Facts.
agree to
like
that.
because
That's
I'm
crazy.
sure
That's
I already told him I required this before he tried to get next to me.
crazy.
I'm sure I
Respectfully.
told him, you know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm
why
sure
ladies
we
live longer than
dated
men.
and he knew what I wanted. And then now you talk about you don't got time for me. No, I like all the corny shit. I like Game of Thrones,
I've been
movies,
thinking about this all
cuddle.
day.
We doing all of that corny shit. We Googling, we doing park shit. If you don't got time for that, move around, let somebody else do it. That's it. I don't want to hear it. So
But
if
you
that's
can't think like that no more.
why
Ain't you married?
Yeah, this is
my
your husband.
husband, listen, we make
Yeah. Hold
time.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Listen,
hold on.
listen, my kid.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No kids. You can't think like that anymore. Because he's doing 60 fucking hours.
Why?
You gotta give him
It don't matter. Listen, listen,
I give
we
you
make
look,
time for each other.
I give you 60 hours and a half. That's all I got.
Nah, you gotta come
I
at
give
least
you
to 62.
Listen, we leading. No, look, and when you get married, look, when it's like that,
And she
when it's
gonna
like
want 2
that,
more
you
out of
gotta
that
make
too.
sure
2
you
more
up
minutes
for
Yeah,
out of
it all
that.
the
facts.
time. Niggas
After
my
gotta
that
feet
be.
two, I
hurt,
need another
man.
two.
My feet hurt. I've been standing all
I
day.
don't
Back
care.
hurt, knees
We gotta
hurt.
be
I
ready.
got
You
you a
know how
half
much
an
time
hour,
we got.
yo. And I'm
No,
a
Hey, I
bust your motherfucking ass for a half an hour. You ain't good with
listen.
that?
that's
Nah,
unacceptable.
we're gonna rub your body down for 30 minutes, and then you're gonna
Right.
give us an hour and a half, and then you're gonna we'll do it for another 30 minutes, and you're gonna give us another hour and a half.
Ow! Y'all
Everything
niggas is smart
ready.
as fuck, bro.
Everything
And we
ready.
gonna enjoy that shit. Oh, hell yeah. This is what the fuck I need. Oh,
Fuck
hell yeah.
that.
Ooh, get that spot right
Everything
there.
ready.
Now when you're
Everything
done,
ready.
go now you got a full hour. Go get
Yeah,
No.
your
you
ass in
got
the shower, man.
listen, we could make that 2 hours
Right.
into an hour and a half with that a half hour massage, but
Look,
then respectfully, you're gonna have to give us another 2 hours after that.
listen. If you gotta
So we
take a
gotta
shower
work. So we gotta
anyway,
go to work. We gotta
no.
go to work and go to work.
No. You gotta
Fact.
go take a shower anyway so we could be in the shower ready. Fuck it. We just take a shower together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fact.
Listen.
take a trip. You gotta take that trip to Pound Town, man.
We gotta do
You gotta
whatever
take that.
whatever make it work. We gotta make it that time in, but you already
I got
know
I
before
got
that
10 minutes
that's
for
a
you.
requirement.
I,
That's
I
no.
got 10 minutes for you if you
Look,
want it. It's negotiable.
don't take the overtime, man. I'm telling you, once in a while you gotta tell them like, yo, I can't take the OT that week. You got this what I'm saying, the connection. You
Yeah, I don't
gotta
hear
Yeah,
know
him.
when not to
yeah.
take the overtime, bro. She been telling you the new
Now
show is coming on all fucking month.
now
Don't
we lost
take
now we lost $500.
so
What
what?
do you say about that?
All right, then
We just
deal with
lost
her then.
$500.
Deal with her for the next 500 hours then. Do it. Listen, whatever best for you then. You listen. Y'all gotta start. The math gotta start mathing, bro. You gotta ask
That's
me.
why we have to acknowledge
You.
You
sacrifices
see?
being made
We're
as
we're
far
never
as
gonna win,
both
bro.
people
We're
being
never gonna
accountable.
win. We're never gonna win.
We try
Never
to
gonna
tell you
win.
the math gotta math. Is it if that time overtime after they taxed you on that was it worth you having to do it with this woman versus what your life would have been like if you'd have watched that show with her even if you fell asleep? Come on now, listen.
Yeah, I gonna fall asleep first.
So
Respect
what?
that connection.
So what? So look, you know we going to sleep first. So is it really worth it? You already know that. So let's think about it now. Listen.
Respectfully, the movie's only gonna be on for 10 minutes before we fucking
Exactly. So
anyway.
why not? Why not? You can get rest. You already know you can do whatever you want to do. She going to sleep. Come on now. Come on. Y'all gotta start.
Gotta put the movie on
Yo,
just
y'all
for that.
ladies is
Yeah,
crazy. I
you put the
love
movie
y'all.
on just to start, and then you're
And
gonna be
please
fucking 10
stop
minutes
it.
later.
Please stop it when she go to sleep. Because if you finish watching it, that's another thing. Just
It's
stop
another
it.
argument.
Yeah, just
You
stop
watched the whole thing, and you watched the whole thing. Look, you watched the whole thing, and I didn't get sex. Oh, you
it.
double trouble.
Yeah, so
You
you already
double trouble.
know. Because the thing about women, we tell y'all. We really be telling y'all everything. Like, y'all keeping secrets, but we tell y'all.
Nope. You show. We tell. You show us, and we supposed to pick it up. You show us.
No.
If you've been together for 5 years and you got a certain way to tell things without speaking, we're supposed to get it.
No,
Yeah,
she already
facts.
told you. She already told you at a time already.
Like that's a perfect example. If I get in a bed butt ass naked, you already know what the hell's going
Yeah.
down.
I already know what time it is. You didn't say
Right.
nothing. You
Right.
showed
I don't
me.
have to say nothing. You already know.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're a shower, and we're supposed to pick up on it.
Yeah, you just
y'all
gotta know.
women know that if we smack your ass 5 times and you're used to it, why he ain't smack my ass? What the fuck is going on? You feel me? Like that type of shit. You already know smack my ass. I already accepted it. I didn't like it in the beginning, but now I'm enjoying the smack my ass. And I miss a day. Oh, it's all hell broke loose.
No. I only need a little bit.
So if you get in the bed butt naked, you yeah, nigga. Why do I need to talk?
I'm telling you without telling you.
Yeah, why do I need to talk?
Respectfully, let's give them a little bit of insight. Studies on relationship satisfaction routinely show find that communication, quality, and emotional responsiveness are among the strongest predictors of relationship health. My question to you at home is which matters more, provision or presence? We're gonna go to a quick commercial. We'll see when we get bit at.
That's for the panel or that's for the people?
That's for them at home, man. I got little poll questions for here for people at home too.
That was a nice one. I ain't gonna hold you.
Comments and all that.
Land Your Plane is a show where truth takes off and accountability lands. Guests face honest questions about love, loyalty, relationships, ego, family, and the conversations most people avoid. Want to be a guest or bring family on? If you have a story, unresolved conversation, relationship question, or truth you're ready to face, we want you on the show. Apply here. And somebody will get back to you or comment. Ready to land. Clear the runway. Your seat is waiting.
This book is dangerous, not because it tells you what to think, but because it shows you who's been thinking for you. It exposes the illusion, the script, the invisible leash. After Cosmiscuous, you won't hear music the same. You won't see mirrors the same. You won't even see yourself the same. Warning, side effects include awareness, freedom, and irreversible growth. Cosmiscuous. Read at your own awakening. Welcome back. You know what to do. Like, share,
I'm not gonna
comment,
be able to
hyperfuss,
stay on here
subscribe.
long.
Say that again, love.
I'm not gonna be able to stay on here. Thank you for y'all letting me be on the show, but I got to get the kids together. So
All right,
I'm
no
not gonna be
problem.
able to stay.
I appreciate your love flying out with us. You know what's up. You
Thank
got the
you.
link. You're welcome anytime.
Reese, Gemini.
Yes, I enjoyed the conversation. Appreciate you. There's many more to come.
Yes.
Yes, bless Queen.
Yes.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, all day, every day.
Y'all have a good night.
You too.
You have a great one. Uh-oh.
Don't be trying to gang up on me now because I'm the only
You about to get
female.
jumped. You about to get jumped. You're about to get jumped. You better pull a good one out your hat.
I got the bulletproof vest on right now.
Okay, because we're coming straight at you.
Third scenario, the social media attention problem. A girlfriend regularly posts revealing photos and entertains flirtatious comments online. Her boyfriend feels disrespected. She says he's insecure. Excuse me. We'll start with the female question first. Ladies, should a woman be accountable for attention they knowingly encourage?
Absolutely. you're posting a picture and you already know what you're wanting to get from that picture that you're posting. So
Wow.
and I don't think it has nothing to do with being insecure as a man, because I don't want my man out there putting his dick all over line. So why would he want me out there putting my ass and my titties all over line? So I
What if
don't.
he's a model?
I mean, if he a model, I mean, I feel like if you're a
She
model,
could,
that's a
she, you
different
know what I mean? Yeah,
situation
she could be a
because
model. She could be a model.
even if she was a model, that's a different situation because you walked into that relationship knowing that that's her profession.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
And you're
Yeah.
accepting that as her profession from the beginning. So that to me is a different scenario than I'm not a model, you're not a model, we're not porn stars, but I'm out there shaking my ass or putting my titties all over line. You have to
Yeah.
take accountability for that, because when you post that as a woman, you already know what's coming behind that. You're looking for that attention. You're going to respond to people giving you the attention. And that kind of plays back to what Megan said before, is that if you're not being emotional with me because you're working those 60 weeks and you're not showing me that attention, that's where she's getting it now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a lot of women who are not going to take the accountability for it because they're just like, oh, it's just a picture. It's just a picture. But you don't realize that you're degrading yourself by posting some of that shit.
Respectfully, I like that. Smooth landing.
Not to mention, you know what I mean? His rep is not so much about reputation, it's just that he has one. So if he stands for being a man, you shouldn't put it out there like that.
Respectfully, you don't know who's looking at your stuff when you're posting it. So like, you're my man, and now your homeboy or your best friend now sees all my shit. You're gonna feel some sort of way. That's making you look funny to him at that point. Like, why is your girl all over the line with her titties and ass out? So I understand that from a man's point, like, it's disrespectful in a situation.
Yeah, respectfully, I wasn't say like you say he's insecure. It's just you inviting this intention, and most of
Unwanted attention.
oh no,
No,
she's
it's
inviting
wanted.
it. So she's
If you're
if
posting it,
she gotta
you already
yeah
know
she
what's
gotta
coming.
she could post a dress, her whole body covered, a hijab. You feel me? Be
Yeah,
covered
but
just like
I'm saying the fact that the question is what it is. If you're revealing yourself, that's unwanted attention. That's more. It's more.
no, that's not unwanted. She's inviting it low
Yes,
key.
facts.
Like
That's
I said,
wanted attention.
the leggings, the thick ass pants, the cleavage, and just come on now you beasting. But however, relationships, if both of us is supposed to trust each other, which is one of those things that's foundation on the relationship. This is not something that, like you said, you called me insecure. I'm not insecure. I'm supposed to trust you.
Respectfully.
And how can I trust you if you're inviting unwanted attention, but you're intentionally doing it?
Correct.
Then I'm good with that. As long as that word was a value, unwanted attention.
Question to the males, fellas: when does insecurity become a legitimate concern about boundaries?
Yeah, they're not there. Come on, man, move. Cause
You heard, Jim?
I'm say it one more time.
When does insecurity become legitimate concern about boundaries?
When my friend tells me,
Okay.
you feel me, like, and say you're not on the site that she posted, but they are.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem. What?
Yeah, what Risa said, like, yo, your friend call you or text you, like, yo, shorty wilding online, like,
Yeah,
or send you a
respectful.
picture, like, yo, you agree to this?
Yeah, and you don't know shit about it, and it's provocative and it's revealing. Then I'm gonna go to a pimp status. let's get some money then. If this is what you want to fucking do, because you ain't respecting yourself or what I'm building, right? So I land with that.
Respectful. No, yeah, I agree with that. I would say if it's not dismissed, if it's dismissed and not discussed. So if I confront you about the joint and you just try to, you feel me? It's not a big deal. It's not nothing. You feel me? Or nah. If I'm responding to something that I don't agree with, and you brush me off like it's nothing, that's when that's the trust. That's the where you breaking the trust. You breaking. I'm trying to create a boundary for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to, be with me in the conversation. And you just brushing me off. That's no one. That's when it is a deep concern. You feel me? Because everything else, like I said, if somebody bring it to my attention and whatever, it's up to me. Because I think
It's the bringing part for me. It's the not knowing. It's once again communication.
I agree with that
Give
too.
me that. Yeah, give me that so I can tell you I'm okay with it or not.
I
But
think
if you
in
just
this point, no, go ahead, my bad.
no, I'm just saying if you're doing it just to, get likes and all that crazy shit, it's a problem. If that makes sense.
No,
Go ahead,
respectfully.
bro. I land.
I would say in this point, it's about reputation. It's about what we want to represent and how we look. We're not moving as a unit if people could point out these certain things, you did. It's not looking
Right.
too good. We're not looking too good. And in back of the head, everybody wants to present the perfect, relationship. We
Facts.
all go through
So
whatever the
they
hell we
so
go
they
through,
so
but
they say, yeah. So
reputation
they
is
say.
everything.
I agree with that.
Yeah, it's 100.
A little insight: trust and boundary alignment are frequently identified as key elements of long-term relationship stability. Question for the panel at home. Question for the panel at home. My flight attendants at home. Is validation seeking harmless or disrespectful? Next scenario is the sexless marriage. A married couple hasn't been intimate in over a year. Woo. The husband complains constantly. The wife says she's exhausted, stressed, and emotionally disconnected. Start with the fellas first. Fellas, if intimacy disappears, how long should a husband wait before addressing the issue more seriously?
No, now we both need now look shit, real shit. That's crazy. But it doesn't survive without sex, right? In any animal world, in any human world, it just doesn't survive without sex. You definitely need it. It's bound to happen. That's why kids come. So, but if it's you're gonna have to go, man. You fucked me up. One more time, please. It's fucking cat, bro.
If intimacy disappears, how long should a husband wait before addressing the issue more seriously? Sexless marriage. Want me to read the scenario again?
If if you agree, if y'all both of y'all agree to y'all terms, then have fun with it. But originally, I think women want sex more than us because we're focused on trying to create sex is involved, but we're just trying to create the foundation. We both enjoy it, we both need it.
I got you. I get
Breaks
that a
the
little bit.
ice.
Yeah.
You feel me? It breaks the ice, but if we have you, we're not concerned about sex because you're home. We're not too concerned about sex. So, but in this scenario, how long? A day or two.
I was about to say, man, you doing all of this when you gonna get to the number.
Yeah, I just want to be
You took a year just to get to the day.
Yeah, I just want to be politically. You got to answer the question professionally. You know what I mean on a podcast. But for me,
I
yo,
feel
man,
you. Yeah,
go
bro,
give me my
you did
shit.
that one.
Go and give me my shit, cuz. Fuck you talking about?
You reeled this in on that one.
I lay with that.
He just went around the world just to say that.
For real. We was following it for a little bit, but I'm like, I was about to be like, where the fuck is he going with this?
Yeah, he was flying on that plane for a hot minute.
That nigga was circling. I'm like,
He
yeah,
said
this
I
guy
could fly. He said I could fly. So I'm gonna fly that motherfucker to the day I die. I flow. I
You
flew
was
that
flying until
motherfucking
those
plane.
wheels were trying to fall off.
I flew that
Right.
motherfucking plane. Shit.
All right, he said, question was, if intimacy disappears, how long should a husband wait before addressing the issue more seriously? And know that y'all can answer these questions at home too. And I got some other questions for y'all too, if y'all home or if you view this later. I would say the conversation begins early. Yeah, more like he just said day one. You feel me? We not letting that shit ride out. Hell to the no. However, I wish Dirt was here because he could explain it better. But it leads to long term avoidance. When you avoid that shit for a long time, it's gonna bring out certain resentments in each other that is constantly gonna come out as an argument, and just whenever y'all do argument, it's gonna be constantly thrown in y'all face. On top of y'all being sexually frustrated, and that's what it's
Frustration, yeah.
about. It ain't nothing about what y'all talking about and all of this other dumb shit. It's about y'all just need to get that off of y'all chest. You feel me? And even your arguments will be a little bit more healthier when it's just a long term, and then on top of arguments, that shit is a bomb waiting to blow up. That shit is not healthy. No good. No bueno. Word. Reese, any questions for us?
Nah, because I respectfully, especially like I do think that if your dynamic is like you're doing it on a regular every night type of situation, you're gonna confront that as soon as possible. If you're somebody, because some relationships are different. If you're somebody who does it once a week and you're not getting it that second week, then you need to confront it at that point. But I mean, I agree with 100% that sexually frustration brings out a whole lot of the demons in a situation. So I'm just gonna land with that.
Oh yeah. Female question, ladies, do wives have accountability for maintaining physical intimacy in marriage?
They should. I feel like because after you're with somebody for so long, things start to become a routine. So you got to figure out how to spice it up and do different things. Like there's people that I call them, plain Jane, but that might work for somebody. But after a while, when you're sleeping with the same person, it can become like a stagnant situation. So I feel like you're responsible for ensuring that his needs are met as well as your own. And if his needs are met in different areas and different ways, you need to be creative and figure that out. Because then you're going to be sitting there crying when he goes seek it elsewhere.
I agree. I would say, yeah, we both share it, But I'm leaning more towards on it's your responsibility to not initiate every time. You don't got to initiate every time because you feel me. I'm a dog.
Who's the your?
What you mean?
You say your responsibility. Who's the your?
Oh, the female.
Okay.
The question was, do they have accountability for maintaining the physical intimacy in the marriage? And I'm saying, yeah, that's her. That's hers. That's her department.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah, we both share it because nothing can be forced. I can't do something that she's not willing to do, and she can't. And then you can't
Great.
do nothing with a damn man he's not willing to
Great.
do. You gotta say great. We feel me trying to get monetized. But yeah, I agree with Reese talk about. He will find it elsewhere if it can't be met. Because everybody likes satisfaction, whether it's emotional or physical. So if there's intimacy that's in the middle of that, y'all gotta come. Y'all gotta come to a. You feel me? Inner and an understanding. Questions for her? Any questions for her, Jim?
No, sir. She answered it respectfully.
Yeah, I didn't have no questions for her. I would say some little insight is sexual satisfaction and emotional satisfaction are often closely linked in long-term relationships. This is just little facts or stats people could look up, whatever. And question for you at home is, can one survive without the other? Let me know in that comment section. What's the wither? Let's go to a quick commercial.
Hardcover, paperback, and Kindle, available now on Amazon. His secrets weren't just lies. They were debts, dangerous ones. She was just a housewife, routine, love, family, peace. Now, she has a choice, break or become something else. The God Lady, story of power, sacrifice, and the price of loyalty. She didn't choose the game chose her. Introducing PKNY OG, where street culture meets premium quality. Premium hats, bold hoodies, men, women, in the next generation. Wood strong, worn, proud. Crafted with the Wood strong mindset, rooted, resilient, original. This isn't just fashion, it's identity. PKNY OG, wear the legacy. Tap the link. Join the movement.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hype me up, and tap in on any of them questions in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts is on that, man. How y'all feeling out there? Y'all all right?
Perfect.
Wait.
Let's get it. Yeah, if you're watching on Facebook, man, go on over YouTube. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, what I keep saying. I know you don't got to do it on Facebook, but I appreciate it. Definitely. Let me get a go one. Oh, this one's a good one. The male best friend. A married woman has a male best friend she talks to daily. Her husband feels uncomfortable. She says the friendship is innocent. We start with the fellas. Fellas, should husbands accept friendships they don't fully trust?
Even when I meet him, right? There's something there that men have that they can tell. That we're not we're not like this with all your friends. It's just them certain ones. We're men. Because we've done it. Been friends to females with a husband. We've done it. And you know, there's a position there. Either he wants to fuck or you're his sandbox friend. Watch this. If you're his sandbox friend, he's always had you in his I'm gonna get her one day. Now you're married. Now you're married and you're still friends, and he sees that shit. You would ignore all of what he's saying because y'all sandbox friends. So now we gotta look at it like sandbox friends. And I know this nigga wanna they wait. Men can wait. I keep giving the secrets out. Men, we can wait. So all we want to do is succeed with the program. Put you under that notch. Check that box. Got her. However, he can go on with his life. But in his mindset, he's gonna fuck you. Mm-hmm. Now we're married and now he's in the picture, and I'm telling you, nah, I don't like this guy. I met him, I felt the energy, I don't like the guy. That's the fight right there. And that's personal between the male and the female. Feel me? We don't like it. We don't like it. We don't like it. It's too much. I'm working 60 hours. I'm working 60 hours. I don't want to work 60 hours knowing that he's there for an hour. It only takes 30 minutes.
No, they said they need 2.
Right? You see what I'm saying? Like, it only takes and he's coming quick. So 1.5 minutes. He just wants a bus. Finally fucked her. And I'm doing 60 hours. Nah, we don't want that shit around us, bro. We want to protect and provide. I land with that.
No, I agree with most of your message. However, blindly, yeah, can't agree with it. We got to discuss some things. If going into it, that was her friend, that's what I agreed to. There's nothing that will happen now that's gonna make me looking crazy because I've already agreed to that's her friend. You dig? So I know that that's a potential. If you, like you say, you a man, you identify, you already know what's going on. You know what's up. You know his intentions. Whether he's a friend or not, I don't give a damn. Questions for us, Reese?
No, I do agree with the fact that you said if you're going into it and that's somebody that you're accepting as a male best friend walking into the relationship, then I can see it a different perspective. But being a woman, if you're developing a male best friend, quote unquote, while you're in a relationship, you already know there's ulterior motive in that situation, whether it's from you or just him. Men are men. And that's what we have as women. You're already sexualized as a sexual object being a woman. You might have big titties, you might have a big butt, you might have, whatever the scenario may be. So any man that's quote unquote trying to be your best friend, you have to already know in the back of your mind that there's going to be some type of sexual attraction or sexual something that he's going to want at some point throughout quote unquote your friendship. So,
I like that.
I'm just saying,
and the crazy part about it is you kind of know because you're a woman.
Yeah, you got to keep it 100 with yourself.
Right? You know this nigga wants it, but I was married now, right?
That's what I'm saying. If it's like
now,
I feel like a scenario,
Now, will there be boundaries? If not boundaries so much in that aspect, but will it be like you confronting the situation? Man, I knew this was you missed the boat, right? We could be friends, but you missed the boat. I'm married now. Would you give him that? Your best sandbox friend? You missed the boat. I wanted to fuck, but you just took too long. I'm married now.
Well, if
Would you
he's
give
your sandbox friend and your partner knows about that person walking into the relationship, I hope at some point that you're walking into that relationship with that boundary already set. Like, hey, listen, we're always going to be friends. We can be friends, but there is nothing more to that. But you start walking a fine line with sandbox friends because 90% of the time that person knows so much about you, and he knows when you and your man are fighting, he knows he can slide in there at some point and be that comfort for you, and that's where the
Exactly.
table gets sticky.
This,
but you
yeah, like
right?
nigga, you're not
Sorry,
inviting him
thank
to
you.
no birthday parties or no
Yeah,
gatherings or anything we got going the fuck on. I'm not comfortable with that.
Because any man knows when a woman's beefing with her man, that's the most vulnerable point. So that's when he knows he can shoot his shot and he might succeed more than if she's just chilling with her man.
and not to mention you confiding him too. We gonna
Yeah,
do this again.
at some point, because you think, quote unquote, that that's your best friend, that he's that listening ear to you, when all you're really doing is opening that
I
doorway.
couldn't wait for this day. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. I
he
couldn't
already
wait
know.
for this day.
He already knows as soon as you come to him and say, "Oh, me and my man," and then he already know the door's open at that point.
You don't need him. Why'd you even do that? Like,
Yeah,
you're already there. You're already in that vulnerability spot.
he's gonna
And
say
all you gotta
anything to
do,
you at that point to say what he needs to say to get where he wants to get, regardless of the fact if
a
you
lot of
set that boundary prior.
our ladies fell victim to that, yo. That best friend shit. So when we tell you we don't like that shit because we seen it or it happened to us, you ignore that shit. That means to me that like you know he want to fuck, but you just keeping it like that's my friend. We've been together for forever. You're gonna have to accept it. Like you know he want to fuck, but now you telling me, which is your husband, that I'm supposed to accept it. And now I'm a man, knowing that this man wants to fuck you. You're okay in it. You're not setting it, like you said, the boundaries. If you don't set that boundaries, then guess what? You already know your best friend wants to fuck you, and you kind of want to fuck him too. So you're telling your husband, we're friends. Just you need to relax. He been here before you. He gonna be here after you.
Just like he's almost just at that point. That male best friend, quote unquote, he is a back pocket go to at that point. So that way, if you step outside and you leave your man, you already know you got somebody that's waiting.
You probably already fucked. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we're thinking.
Very well,
you probably already fucked. Y'all just know each other too much to be in a relationship. So you're just sexual partners.
Yeah, my only thing is that if you accept that person at the start of your relationship as that male best friend, you kind of got to eat it at that point.
Yeah, you're done.
Versus you setting that boundary in the beginning of the relationship, like, nah, we ain't doing this if this is your quote unquote male best friend.
That's your best friend now.
That's 100. Yeah. You're sharing your wife. Yeah, you're sharing your wife now.
Basically.
And the man come to another man and be like, man, you need to hold that down, bro. She come to me all the time. Yeah, I niggas don't know what we dealing with. Well, certain men deal with that shit. Nigga, she coming to me, nigga. I got my own situation going on. Nigga, she coming to me. Like, we don't want to hear that shit, bro.
So do you think there's a difference between a male having a female best friend?
Yeah, I was about to say, because look, I have exes on social media that I'm friends with. However, in no shape, form, in respect to their relationships, if they're married or in one, I'm not. They don't have. if I had an event or anything going on, or married or birthday party or whatever, they not getting no VIP tickets. Like, oh, I'm looking out to invite them. I'm going out my way to not, get in
Respectfully.
touch with
See,
them low key.
that's a different playing field because
I
if we're
don't, I
with you and
don't
we
get, I
fight,
don't involve them with that. Like, and I'm
yeah,
not best friends with like none of my exes to the point to where, like I said, like I'm not enemies with them, but
you
it's
said
not,
they.
yeah, it's not going to disturb anything. Like if I was, like I said, if I was to get in a relationship or get married today, I don't have no female best friend that my wife would have to, be
I'm
like
not.
that
I'm
with.
not. I'm not. I'm not inviting no female best friend to anything because of the looks I'm gonna get, the attitude I'm gonna receive.
So you're not inviting her because of the attitude and the looks versus the respect?
No, I'm talking about if I'm with you and I invite because she my friend, you're already gonna think y'all fucked. Who's to say y'all ain't gonna fuck again?
But what
It
I'm
ain't
saying is
like
you
that.
should not invite her
I
because of
can't. Look,
respecting your woman.
no, I'm saying I can't convince you that we're friends now. We just never lost communication. We fucked 13 years ago. And I never knew I was gonna be with you. You will still have an attitude. Not you per se, but the women will still have an attitude because we're friends. So
Yeah, because I
I
feel
have
like
to
if you invited her, you're disrespecting me.
exactly
Yeah,
my
I
point.
wouldn't invite my
So for
ex, but I
men,
have female friends.
yeah, why would you like the
I'm not
thing is
inviting no
that
ex.
yeah, the thing is that there is a past before you
Yeah, and that's a
on
male
both
and
parts.
female situation. There's
Right.
a past.
Yeah, on both parts. There's a past before you. If I put people in front of you nowadays, if we put people in front of each other, we're scoping out already. Like, okay, you had to fuck that person. Yeah, you had to fuck that person. Not knowing they're real sandbox friends and they loyal to you. But we're thinking, yeah, you know, yeah, fuck, yeah, look over there, yeah, it's probably fuck that nigga. We're already thinking that. We wanna find out without showing you. You ladies, disgusting look. You confront it early. What's she here for? Didn't you fuck her? Nah, I don't. That was. I have a past before you, so you know what I mean. I didn't think it was a problem. I presented it to you. Got a friend coming, boom, boom. Yeah. It's just it varies. It varies is that way. So there will be an attitude on how you perceive the friendship, but once again, you still gotta show that respect. So I would not. Definitely, I would not. Because tonight at 12 o'clock, I'm gonna hear about it. So I don't want the drama.
My thing like this, regardless of fact if you're a woman or a man shouldn't invite a woman anywheres without prior communication to the partner, whether it's somebody that you were sexually involved with or not. Because most men don't want a woman inviting a man, regardless of the fact if they were sexually involved or not. So if I'm going to a cookout and I invite my friend that I've never slept with, we've never had any sexual contact, you're still going to feel some sort of way.
We're already thinking it.
Yeah, regardless of the fact if it's true or not, you're already thinking that. But in a man's mind, that man, no man, you can't be having friends, you can't invite them. But then you as a man want to invite this woman that you're saying that you never slept with. So if you are crossing that line of disrespecting your partner in any shape, form, or way, don't be mad when they do the same.
Respect.
That's why I don't want the drama. Yeah, I wouldn't do it because it's just too much headache. I wouldn't do it.
But I would say there is a difference between ex and friends. Friends are potential, exes already was. So if me and Reese was together, this is our podcast, but we're both married. I have my whole family. and significant other. She has her whole family and significant other. People looking at us and they think landed plane is they're a couple. You feel me? They think that we're a couple. What the how they would look at that and what the you feel me the stereotype would be we are fucking. They think you feel me that would be the image to the world. However, what we're doing and how it will be moving, like I said, if and now all right, I'm having a wedding and I could have work friends, nobody the you feel me, everybody at my job that nobody interested in. It can happen. Any like you said, men are men, man. It can happen with anybody, but we know there's certain things that we're not willing to, you feel me, jeopardize or sacrifice type shit. And between friends and exes and stuff like that, like I said, work they have the thing work wife and all of these other things that they got out there, but I don't think that it is a total difference between a male and a female, I would say. Female question, ladies. At what point does protecting a friendship become more important than protecting a marriage?
Your friendship should never be more important than your marriage. Because when you take a vow to somebody else, that person should be first. And I feel like if you are putting a friendship before your marriage, then that wasn't the marriage for you to walk into. You should have went and married your friend. Because obviously there's something there that you feel that you should put this person before your partner.
I agree with that. Yeah, definitely. If that's who the fuck you should have been with, your damn friend.
Yeah,
Share
thanks.
that's the fucking your twin flame out here. Any questions for her, Jim?
Yeah, she hit that on the head real quick.
Yeah, men choose the marriage, and women control the friendships. But that comes, like I said, I'm so comfortable with that you feel me. I'm the type to invite everybody. I'm about to send a whole mass out everybody on my social media. That's how comfortable I am and secure of myself to like if I did like I said. But however, being mindful of it in respect to everybody, I don't do that and won't do that. You feel me? But I don't know. It's different for everybody.
I mean, and I think too that you could have a friend that you have no desire to be with that your partner don't like. So you as a man, would you still think that it's okay to invite that person because you feel that, hey, we truly are friends. I don't have any feelings, nothing. I don't like this person like that. Do you think it's still okay to invite that person if you know your partner don't like that person?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you this real quick. I would rather you invite my friends. That's more safer. You feel what I'm saying? Like I respect. I got 7 friends, girls. I fucked 4 of them way before you. We're still friends. Here's the list. What do you want? Right? That gives you more power. I ain't got no. So guess what? I'm good. You invited them. I'm not gonna do nothing because you invited them. I'm just saying that thank you for inviting the friends that you believe I won't, and I gave you the power to. Right? So I would do it that way.
I mean, I don't even think that it's a situation of sometimes a woman might not like another woman, and it might not have nothing to do with, oh, she thinks that person wants the man or the man wants to sleep with her. It might not have nothing to do with that. like just using my own personal relationship, my partner has a lot of female friends. There's a lot of them that if he said, hey, I'm inviting this person to Thanksgiving, I probably wouldn't care. But there is some that has nothing to do with whether they have a past or don't have a past or nothing like that, that I just don't like as a person. Has nothing to do with if they were sexually involved or not. I just don't like that. It might be the way that the person moves that I don't like. So it might not be, I don't want control to pick your friends to our function.
Yeah, but if I fuck up and pick the one that you don't like, thinking that you're okay with it, because you gave me, it's okay, it's your friends, and
but that's
you
where the
rock me to sleep.
communication comes in. Because at some point I have probably talked to you before about this person that I dislike. So that's where that communication, that's where the communication part comes in, is that communication is a big key in a relationship.
Thank you very
it
much.
plays a lot of roles into a lot of different aspects of a relationship. So if I have communicated to you before and you notice or that I'm not fond of this person, that's your job as a man to say, hey, I'm going to respect my partner and not invite this person. Whether you have feelings, you guys were sexually involved or not, that's your job as a man to say, you know what, I don't want to disrespect my partner. But hey, she don't mind Tiffany, or she don't mind Susan, or she don't mind Kelly. So I'm going to invite these people, which are still your friends, but she don't have an issue with that person.
Yeah. No, respectfully, like you said, the communication is a big part of that. Because I was going to say, you said the question was, does it mind? Or you said, I forgot how you phrased the question, but basically, it's not okay. However, with communication, letting them, and what we can agree on, we agree on a boundary. If it goes unspoken, this is where the problems exist, because everybody has these things that we thought was okay. You feel me? All these assumptions, and y'all may make an ass out of yourself at the party or whenever y'all finally have the talk. So with communication, we'll settle a lot of things in order for y'all how to move forward. Now, how y'all move forward is y'all response to it. This is the plan we came up with. This is what we're gonna do. Now we gotta, you feel me, react to it. If anything
And nobody
happens.
wants to be at a function and have to go home.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nobody wants to be at a function and have a great ass day and then go home and beef with their partner. Like, that's not something that you should want to do.
Right. So you wouldn't agree with my list? Like you wouldn't agree with if I gave you the list of my friends and you pick them. You don't want to agree to that?
I don't want to pick it because I feel like you should be in control of yourself enough to know and have that communication with your partner that, hey, even if you sat down and you made up your own list and was like, hey, these are my friends. I was thinking about inviting X, Y, A, B, C to this party. What are your feelings on that? That's that communication piece, because now your partner can turn around and say, oh, I don't care about A, B, and C, but X and me don't really see eye to eye. I would prefer if you don't invite that person. Now, you're as a man, you're going to make that decision, whatever decision you want to make, you're going to make that decision. But now you know that I have communicated that to you. So whatever you choose to do, you have to eat that at the end of it. And if you respect your partner, you would invite A, B, C, but not X.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the wedding, there's a list there.
Because a wedding is for a man and a woman. It's equally for both of them, because you should have your friends at your wedding and so should she. But that doesn't mean that you should invite somebody that that person don't like, because then all you're doing is creating a drama on the day that you're supposed to bind yourself together with somebody.
Yeah. That makes no sense. Shit is
so now you're starting.
No. Not only that. But watch this. Watch the trickery of that shit. You'll say yeah because I got him. I married him. So as a woman, no. There is women who does that. I got the man. So yeah, invite your friend. Yeah, I did this shit back in the days, and just for the women that I know that done this, they wanted to show the other woman, I got him. Does that make sense? So if I give you a list and you okay it, you okay the woman that I fucked that you have a problem with, and show, nigga, I got him now.
I
I'm
mean,
the
if you
one with
okay
the
it, then
ring.
it's cool. If you, as the woman, okay that after you had that that communication with your partner, then that's on you as the woman. You okay that. So whatever happens at that point, you have to take the accountability on that situation. But I'm not gonna okay something that I know I'm not gonna be cool with.
Respectfully.
Yeah, I'm not
Respectfully.
like we cool, but we not that damn cool to where niggas is invited to shit. You feel me? Like, especially a wedding, that's friends, family, and no give you
I
no
got one
list
for
of
you.
my
I
seven
got one
exes.
for you. I got one for you. Watch this, sis. Say my ex is your brother's girlfriend now. Oh,
Your ex is my brother's girlfriend.
yes.
That is a tricky subject.
And
But
now
I
she
feel
got
like,
the functions.
and I do
Right?
feel like at that point, I feel like you have to, as a woman, you have to put your pants on and be a
You
bigger
gotta
person in that
buckle up.
situation.
Can't be no bitch
Yeah,
ass
you better
nigga.
buckle that shit up. Fact.
So see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? You see how he
No.
quickly changed to that?
No, I'm just saying.
That's now your brother's girlfriend.
Yes, and I'm saying that as respect to your brother and respect in
That's a
that
good one.
situation, because you do want your brother probably at your wedding. So as a respect to him, you now have to be a grown up and you have to say, you know what? I'm gonna
I'm
set
married
aside
over
my
the girl.
differences with this person. Buckle your fucking pants
I
up.
hate this. I
And
hate this girl. She's just trying to she figured out a way to be in my family's life. I hate this girl. I hate her.
yeah,
I hate her. I hate
you might hate that person at the end of the day. You might still not like that person,
her.
but you're being more of a grown person and you're being more responsible by saying, you know what, I'm gonna put my differences aside because this is my brother's partner and I want my brother there.
But you'll do it for your brother, but you won't do it for the friendship that I have with her.
Nah, fuck that. Respectfully.
Petty.
Yeah, but you see how it's different? You do it for your brother because now my ex is your brother's girl, but now we're friends for Sandbox, and yet we did it 17, 18, 19 years ago, but you still won't fuck with her?
Nah,
Because
fuck
I
that. Respectfully. If I don't like her, if I didn't have a problem with her, then she can come either way. If she's like, if I don't have a problem with her and we're just cool, then she can come without being my brother's partner.
Your brother looked you in your eye and said, "I love her."
Yeah,
And you was
they
like,
getting married next, and they about to have kids.
right,
Niece and
I
nephew.
love her, man. And you
Yeah,
like,
then I'm gonna
oh,
put
I
my
can't stand her.
yeah. I'm gonna put my
Now
differences aside.
you gonna love your nieces and nephews now.
Yeah, I'm gonna love my listen. You can love. It's funny because my brother dates my ex best friend. My brother is with my ex best friend.
That's crazy.
So we've had beef completely 100%. But I talk to my brother, and I still love my nieces that they've had. They have 3 now. I still love them, but I don't fuck with her on a regular basis.
Gotcha. So
But
yeah, it
sometimes, like,
works.
I was
That
around them and
happened.
I put my differences aside with her when I went and visited my family. I put my differences aside with her and I went and visited my brother and my nieces and nephew. And I was respectful. Hey, how you doing? And I kept it moving. I don't gotta be your best friend,
Respectfully.
but I'm gonna have a little bit more of a respect situation because now you're my brother's partner.
You got emotional maturity. I respect that.
But I'm also I will say don't turn the fuck up because I'm gonna turn the
Don't
fuck
get it
up.
fucked up.
You can't wait.
Get the fuck out of
Wait.
here. Don't get it fucked up.
Soon
Yeah,
as your
fact.
brother go to you and be like, "Yo, she smacked me, bro." Oh shit.
Yeah, you got the green light at that point.
Oh shit.
You didn't want to get in there hole with it.
You know you had that in
Where's
your
my
back pocket.
keys
You was
at?
waiting for that moment.
He was waiting for that. Where's my
Yeah,
keys?
facts.
I couldn't wait.
Respectfully.
Now you're
Get the
doing
kid
shit
out
down
the
the
house.
hallway.
Get my nieces and nephews out the house. I'm telling you right now. Get him out the house.
This question is for the people at home. If your spouse is uncomfortable whose feelings matter more. I want to thank my guests for flying out with me today. Great episode. Did we land or did we crash, ladies and gentlemen?
We landed, of
Great
course.
episode.
Yeah, we
Hey,
landed.
love my sister, man. Shout you
Well,
out always,
we might have
man.
crashed Mega because he went around the world for a second on that one question. So we might have
Nah, we
crashed
didn't
a
crash.
little bit.
We didn't crash. I land smooth.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I said the day. I said the
We
day.
might have lost
said
a wheel or two on that plane.
I definitely got to check the left propeller on that motherfucker.
Yeah, I got it together.
No, respectfully, that was a good one. We're gonna get to the last commercial and then we're gonna close it on now, man.
This is BK.
Mike Payne.
Carly.
34 and a half. Hot boy Shay. Tyrell. And I play Tyrell.
And Monica.
Jay.
Asu.
Mo.
Big Prince in that series Make Some Noise.
You gon' hear me now, feel me now. I'm 10 toes, no small talk, straight to the pin.
Throughout the season, you see him going through where in the beginning he wanted to just do his music and work a regular 9 to 5, but as things continue to happen to him, he has to respond to the environments that he gets put in.
Damn. Got fucked up, cuz. Yo, my bad, bro. Where the fuck was you at anyway? I was trying to get a little bottle or something, type of weapon that even the odds, it was more than us.
A lot of people called me and was like, when they see me, I like to say I retreated, which is something people do in war all the time. They retreat to, regroup. Another word I like to use when I think about that scene. People thought I was like, punani.
Nigga, you must not know who the fuck I am, nigga. This my city. Y'all beat his ass. Get up, bitch ass. You ain't talking niggas.
I had people say, you just being you. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no bully though. I ain't no bully.
Yo, go check that out. That's my guy right there. Make some
That nigga
noise.
said, you must not know who I am.
Huh?
Y'all beat his ass.
I'll beat his ass. Go definitely go run
that.
that.
You must don't know who I am, man. Y'all beat his ass.
Go link up, go like that, subscribe to that channel.
That nigga Mo took the fuck off.
Tap in, definitely 8 fire episodes. You heard, good season. Tell them land your plane sent you. You heard.
I still never seen 8, bro. I don't. Can I get to watch 8? You got 8?
It's online, man. Go tap in. What you talking about, man? It's all on there.
Thanks.
I need to watch 8, cuz.
Say no more. Let's close this thing on out, man. Tonight's conversation wasn't really about husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends. It was about accountability. Accountability is difficult because it asks us to look in the mirror, excuse me, before we look out the window. Most people can identify what their partner did wrong. The harder question is, what role did I play, or you at home? Not because every problem is equally shared, not because every mistake deserves equal blame, but because growth usually begins where ownership begins. Sometimes accountability means admitting I should have listened sooner. Sometimes it means saying I should have spoken up sooner. Sometimes it means recognizing. The healthiest relationships are rarely built on perfection. They're built on 2 people willing to say, here where I was wrong. So before you point the finger at your partner tonight, remember every finger pointed outward leaves 3 pointed back at you. This is Landing Your Plane reminding you the strongest relationships are the ones with the fewest mistakes and the ones where both people are brave enough to own up to them. Protect your peace. We will see you next week. And thank you for flying with us on Landing Your Plane.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your destination. Please remain seated until you have properly processed. Keep your mind clear until next time.
Land your plane, land your plane, land your